Good good afternoon. My name is Lupe Salazar. I run Barrios Unidos, a nonprofit grassroots organization in Chimayo, New Mexico. We are here to support individuals struggling from addiction and support families that have been shattered by the addiction through the spirit of querencia. The many projects that we have here at Barrios are here to support community with the idea of breaking stigma and discrimination. Barrios Unidos is considered a drop-in center with peer support. I am a certified peer support W, and we have many programs that we are still able to do with the pandemic. So some of the things that we offer are food distribution. Because of COVID, now we have it twice a month on the first Monday and on the third Monday, as well as emergency boxes from 3 to 5 Monday through Friday. We have a lot of items that community has donated. So we have, slightly used clothing and shoes and kitchen products. We have also done our certification for the NADA protocol, and those are the needling of the ear, as well as the acu-seeds for the ears. We do that by appointment. We have a grandparent support group in our area of Rio Arriba County. We have statistically 60 to 65% of grandparents raising grandchildren. So we have a very strong support group going on. Every Wednesday, we reach out to our grandparents, and we have products that they come and pick up. And the idea is that these individuals, which are our unseen heroes, get the recognition and support that we can offer. We are starting a support group for the grandchildren, the granddaughters specifically, with the collaboration of some other organizations, so that we can, get some tools in their toolbox, so to speak. We also have a beautiful labyrinth that we've built since we've been here on the property. We have an amazing street outreach program that we go out into community and support individuals that are struggling. And we do that on Thursdays, as well as every last Sunday of the month. We have this fabulous burrito outreach, and community comes together. We share some burritos and some other items. We always have other items as well. And so we do all this because we are struggling now because of COVID, but as a community, we struggled so much with our opioid epidemic, and that has brought a lot of grief to our community. And together, as many organizations in the valley and the area, we're trying to bring awareness, bring support, and be there for one another. When we help an individual, when we support an individual, that individual is strong, body, mind, and emotion. A strong individual can take back their family. That's the reunification that Barrios is looking, that's our goal. A strong family enables community, and a strong community can change the world. So, it's one individual at a time. Recovery happens every day. And I'm very proud that Barrios Unidos can be of support to community. I'd like to also introduce you now to Fidel Moreno, that is starting an amazing project with Barrios. Fidel?
Thank you, Lupe. So my name is Fidel Moreno, and I am a ethnographic documentary filmmaker of 28 years. I've worked in suicide prevention for 17 years and restorative justice for 22 years. with tribal communities and communities of color. And current project I'm working on is called Healing the Spirit, a documentary where I'm interviewing Native American male and female suicide survivors. You can go to healingthespirit.tv to see that. Most recently, I joined forces with Lupe Salazar and Barrios Unidos to produce a series of forums on transformative justice. I applied for a grant through the This Life Comes From It Foundation. It's also in alliance with the Tides Foundation. And they have provided a grant for 1 calendar year. A small grant. We're still raising monies and funds. So if you know of a grantor or funder, we'd love to talk to them. What we're doing in this forum, virtual forums that we're going to schedule, one every season, right now it looks like, maybe one every month, is to bring on to a virtual platform, a forum, and invite community members, native and non-native, rural and urban, that also represent the law enforcement and legal system, mental health system, and incarceration, people that work in incarceration. We want to facilitate an environment where there's dialogue, discussion, sharing about a more compassionate, equitable, accessible, and fair process when one is arrested, when one is arraigned, when one is sentenced, and when one has to do time in an institution. There are many, many, many problems, many challenges with the private prison industry and also with the courts. It's become a revolving door and dispensing with justice instead of working with justice. Culture, personal experiences, addiction, and other challenging social issues are not really addressed and taken into account many times. In the last, I'd say 3 to 5 years, there has been a development of drug courts, veterans courts, and special courts for those who are dealing with mental illness, mental health issues. And so the courts have become more aware. The judges, the prosecutors, the public defenders have become more sensitized, more aware, and more feeling part of a community or process of people where there's dialogue and really a focus on reintegration, rehabilitation, and healing. Myself, I'm a recovering addict, 22-year high-functioning cocaine addict, who are in the profession of film, music, entertainment. It's a way of life, part of the culture. And I also am a survivor of sexual abuse and a family trauma survivor. My 9-year-old brother died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. So like most families, we also have our share of secrets and addictions and afflictions. And so being involved in my own healing and being involved in communities where there's a lot of historical trauma and intergenerational grief, I've seen amazing things happen when communities and families and individuals become transparent and learn to trust one another. So that's the spirit in which we're creating the Transformative Justice Forums. So if you have any questions, please call myself at 505-204-9860 or reach out to Lupe. And we have our first forum, Transformative Forum, on February 27th with Atsepan David Young, who's a therapist, traditional curandero healer, indigenous healer, curandero, that's in Boulder, Colorado, and to follow a forum with a discussion to follow on historical trauma and intergenerational grief, healing our wounds. So that's our first forum. Thank you, Fidel Moreno.